Are you buying and selling cryptos on the same laptop that you're using to browse the internet, read your email, and visit social media sites? If so, you're exposing your cryptos to theft. Whenever you're online, you're at risk of getting hacked and having your identity stolen. How would you feel if someone stole all of your cryptos? What would that do to your finances? Guard your cryptos with a safe and secure laptop from CALIX Solutions. Each laptop is set up just for you and your cryptos, and then we walk you through exactly how it works. Don't risk the security of your cryptos. Order a crypto laptop from CALIX Solutions now to secure your crypto future. Learn more at calixsolutions.io.
And then I said, slides into the chair at the last minute. I was looking for my healthy cigarettes.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah. The ones that are less carcinogenic.
Yeah. Remember, 9 out of 10 doctors recommend American spirits.
Yeah. It was 4 out of 5 doctors recommend Chesterfields.
Yes, I can remember those ads. I think it was in late 70s. And, well, no, I don't think they said, I don't think they actually said doctors.
No.
I think they said something like 9 out of 10 doctors who smoke, blah, 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 or something like that.
Well, they did that, and then they stopped the recommendation from the medical community and went to less tar, less nicotine.
Yeah.
Which were determined to be the contributing factors to health issues. So, yeah. Well, and then they were gone off of TV. And then the same thing happened with spirits, hard liquor, gone.
Yep. What? And I want everybody to Google this. Don't take my word for it. No one who actually died of COVID was a smoker. And the odds of you getting COVID as a smoker were like 0, because your lungs have a coating on it that couldn't get into the lung. So cigarettes save.
Oh, yeah. So Russell Bliss drove inside your lungs and sprayed a coat of oil over it, just like he did Times Beach, Missouri.
That's right. Protected it.
The cancer rate in that city, that town, was unbelievable through the friggin' chart.
Remember that.
He was spraying PVC oil that was taken out of the generators from electrical units in order to keep the dust down. And they were shaking their head going, how come so many people have cancer here?
Yeah. I remember that. Wasn't that back in late 80s, early 90s or something like that?
It was in the 80s. In the 80s, yeah. And that place is gone now.
Oh, I remember they had this huge, where I think they removed like 6 feet worth of dirt off of the whole area.
Yeah, I don't know that it was that much, but they incinerated just a crap ton of soil. Yeah.
Okay.
They did the same thing at Doe Run.
Yep.
Up at Herculaneum.
Don't worry, everything's fine. Yes, your son has 12 eyes and 8 toes.
Right.
But, shit happens.
Hey, he can see really well.
Yeah. He'll really be able to pay attention in class.
Yeah.
This is an evolutionary plus,
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Hey, I have a question for you. You and I were actually texting last night. And I want to know, what is the official, how we choose a pope, or do they choose it, or is it more of a they pray about it, or
No, there's a college of cardinals that is called. So there's the death of the Pope, and then there's a guy who's responsible for he's referred to as the Chamberlain, but the Italian term is Camerlengo.
boy, say that 5 times fast.
Camerlengo. I know I'm not pronouncing it correctly with an Italian inflection. I'm sure it's Camerlengo.
There you go.
But he's responsible for, once the Pope has passed away, he's responsible for certifying the death and then sealing the apartment. His responsibility in that role is he's the accountant, if you will. He runs the administrative and financial duties of the Holy See. And he continues to do that.
One more question. As I heard an interview yesterday, and I heard the term the Holy See. It's SEE, right?
Correct. Yes.
And that actually means all of the land that the church owns, or is that correct?
It's more than the land, but I guess in a traditional term, that's what it would be. It's all of the holdings of the Vatican.
Okay.
So
Gotcha.
So this Chamberlain comes along and he seals off the apartment. And the guy who's doing it now his name is Cardinal Kevin Farrell. He's American, Irish born. So he comes in, he does that, seals it off. He notifies the College of Cardinals. The funeral is set, and it's set now for Saturday. There are 9 days of mourning that take place. It's referred to as the Novena Daily. And then after those 9 days are over, the College of Cardinals come together in a conclave in order to cast their votes. Now, there's over 200 cardinals. I think there's something like 235, but only cardinals under the age of 80 are eligible to vote.
Really?
Yeah. And of the 235, there's about 120 that will select the next pope. Now, there's a notion that it always has to be from all of the cardinals. That's not true. To become the pope, you have to have been baptized a Roman Catholic, and that's the extent of it. I think the last time there was somebody who wasn't a cardinal was back in like 1378, excuse me.
Now, am I correct that it's against the church rules for a Jesuit to be the Pope?
That's what I had heard. Now, I haven't seen that.
Okay.
I haven't seen it. And now there's been a number of revisions made. John Paul II made a number of revisions to the statute for electing the Pope. Benedict made a number of revisions as well. I think he had 2 reforms associated with that. And one of them was significant in that he put into place a ruling of automatic excommunication for any of the cardinals who reveal what goes on behind the scenes. It's it's automatic. It's automatic.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah.
So there ain't no leaks.
No, there better not be. There better not be. Or yeah, yeah. Or you're going to be running an evangelist TV channel out of town.
Yeah. You'll have a super church in Texas.
That's right. That's right.
Which may be more profitable.
Well, I don't know. I don't know. So that's how that takes place. Now there's the voting is 2 votes in the morning, 2 votes in the afternoon, presuming that they don't elect somebody and the election requires 2/3 of the Cardinals to vote for somebody. Now, the way that happens is they have discussions before every vote, and they start talking about who would be a good candidate. One of the things that has been noted, and there is a phrase that goes back to the beginning of time, it is enter the chapel, meaning the Sistine Chapel, which is where the vote takes place. Enter the chapel as a pope, leave as a cardinal, which is to say there's no politicking. You can't push your own agenda because those in the brotherhood will see it for hubris and an absence of humility, and you won't get any votes.
Interesting.
Is basically what comes out of that. So, and so they have conversations before every vote, and then once they get the 2/3, with every vote, you take your piece of paper, you will fold it twice, you set it on a platter that is duly placed there's a plate, and then it's tilted into a chalice, a large chalice. They will take those after there's 3 guys who are responsible for going through this whole process. I can't remember what the term of it. Oh, the scrutineers. They're referred to as the scrutineers, which sounds like a band name.
Yeah. Opening for Metallica, the scrutineers.
Yeah. So it starts the process. The 3 of them each have a responsibility. One of them pulls it out, reads it, hands it to the other. He confirms that that's what it is. The third one takes the folded piece of paper, puts a pin through it with thread, and so they have a string of all of these votes that took place. And they're tallying these votes, and then they're pulled together, and then depending on whether it's we got a pope or we don't have a pope, determines the color of the smoke. So there's a chemical that they add to it. It naturally comes out black, but there's a chemical that they add to it that makes it white when it comes out. Now that pope, if he's named, there's a guy who's chosen, has to come up with a papal name, a moniker, if you will. Francis, John Paul II, Benedictine, and et cetera. And so he'll come up with that name. And once that happens and the certification occurs, then they will make the announcement as to who it is. And the current list, now they say it could come from anybody who's in this crowd. But there's speculation that it could come from a number of insiders. There are 2 guys that were, they say 2 guys. They're pretty much all confidants of Francis. There's 2 in particular that are outside of the progressive position. It's a guy named Christopher Schonborn out of Austria. He's 80, and he was a student of Pope Benedict's. So he has a conservative twist to him, and the other one is gentleman out of the Philippines, Luis Tagle, Filipino. He's 67, which I think would be good. And he was brought in to head the Vatican's missionary office. So from an evangelical perspective, he probably has a greater presence among people than the others do. There's a couple of Italians, and there's a cat out of Canada. And I would, yeah. So I'm going to leave my commentary out of this as that goes, but it will be interesting to see.
Yeah. One more quick question, and then we will actually talk about cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin. What is the official explanation of what and who the Pope is? I mean, is he the representative of God? Or when he's elected, does he ascend?
No. There's no.
Or something?
Yeah, no. There's none of that. He speaks for the Roman Catholic Church. He is the governor of the Roman Catholic Church.
Gotcha. So he's like El Presidente of the church.
Correct. Now he is given some powers in that position, but he doesn't have a hotline to God. It's not like he can pick up the phone and say, "Jesus, put your sandals on. Come on down here."
Hey, what's up, JC? How you doing?
Yeah. It doesn't.
Yeah, hey, this is Pope. Yeah. Hey, I'm just calling. Yeah, we fucked this all up. We're gonna need you to swing by.
Yeah, that doesn't happen. Now, the places where he has more power than your regular cardinals have to do with the encyclicals, the writings of the church, the positions that the church makes and takes. What he can do in terms of beatification and then sanctification of individuals to become saints. Those types of things are not the average run-of-the-day practice among the administration within the Catholic Church. That has to come from the Holy See. So, yeah.
Interesting. All right, let's actually hear a word from our sponsor. Then we'll jump into $94,000 Bitcoin. Last night when I created this link, it was 93 something, and then it hit 94,400 and something, and it dropped down a little bit. But word from the sponsor.
Introducing the Liberty Laptop, your gateway to online anonymity. Engineered with your privacy in mind, the Liberty Laptop comes equipped with cutting-edge security features, ensuring that your data remains yours and yours alone. No more worries about your personal information being shared without consent. Say goodbye to prying eyes and third-party snoops. Enjoy your online freedom with advanced privacy settings, protecting your every digital move, all at your fingertips. With the Liberty Laptop, you control what others see and don't see. We customize your privacy settings and let only what matters most to you be shared. No more concerns about unwarranted surveillance. We put the power back in your hands. No unwanted access through the laptop's camera and microphone. Powered by the latest technology, the Liberty Laptop ensures performance while respecting your personal boundaries. The Liberty Laptop. Your control. Your privacy. Your world. Visit calixsolutions.io to experience true personal freedom today.
And we're back.
Nice commercial. Nice commercial.
Absolutely. It's the Liberty Lab, especially with these new microchips. that they're making is, it isn't that you want a Liberty laptop, it's that you need one, because all of these chips are going to have a back door to them. And they are trying to herd us into a hardware that we can't get out of. And that's what you and I, and our team, that's what we do at CALIX Solution, is we actually give you the most private and freedom-oriented laptop technologically available to give. I mean, eventually, you and I have talked about that. It's hard to build a laptop. It's so CALIX Solutions in the future, who knows? We might have our own in-house laptop or something like that.
Oh, the desktops, we've made desktops for folks.
Oh yeah, yes. So, and if you want a custom made desk, we can do that too. Pricing varies on like what you want done to it.
Right.
But if you're interested in a crypto laptop, which God, I hope everyone watching this has, because Trezor and Ledger ain't gonna cut it, folks. You need a dedicated laptop for your cryptos. Plus, like I've said, it's rolling out, folks. I watched a episode of his weekly blockchain show that they have. And get ready, folks, and I've told you this, you're going to be able to have an AI on your laptop that works as an agent that makes you money on the laptop. That's what because you'll have a node, or what is known as an actual, what do you call, like a micro node, that will have AI agency in it. So you'll run it, and it will actually make you money through your agent on your node. It's fascinating shit.
I would like for us to dig into that on a show one day.
Absolutely.
Yeah, examples of who, what, where, when, why, and how.
Yep.
I've had a question. Kim had asked me not too long ago about this, and I told her it's one of those things that we know it's coming. We just don't know when, because the parties who have said that they're going to be part of this haven't divulged where they are in the process. And
one of them is a project called Hypercycle. They've already inked deals with Google. Let's see, I think it's OpenAI, two other AIs that Hypercycle will actually be the reward token for each of these. And when I say reward tokens, what I mean is that the actual token they'll use to exchange value. Think of it like this. It's the Lightning Network for AI. That's what Hypercycle is. And that's one of them you'll run on your laptop, because you'll have the AI software on a node, and you'll earn hypercycle running the transactions of processing through the hypercycle network. So you'll record these transactions of all of the AI on your node. It's friggin' fascinating. And what's really amazing is you load, let's say you're OpenAI and you're using hypercycle. Well, what you do is you have to go purchase you have to purchase Bitcoin and then send the Bitcoin into the hypercycle system. And that's what creates your hypercycle tokens.
Do I hold the keys?
Huh?
Do I hold the private keys
Of the node?
of the Bitcoin that I'm sending in?
No, you exchange it. So you are basically actually buying the hypercycle. This is only if you're an AI using hypercycle.
Okay.
Right? And then that's how they produce hypercycle. It isn't created until you purchase it. So it hasn't really been like pre-mined or anything like that. There was some initially pre-mined, but everything else is actually created as needed.
So there's an infinite number of hypercycle.
Well,
There's not a limited number.
not set in stone, but they have a usage adjustment algorithm. And when you use it, it actually destroys the coin. So it keeps it at a certain level. This is what other projects screwed up on. Perfect example, right, would be Beta. This is what they should have initially done. They didn't. And that's what initially screwed them and why they had to create, I think it's called Beta Fuel. Yeah. And originally, all you needed was the token. Then they got too much usage and they couldn't actually handle the amount of information on the network. So to create smaller nodes for smaller information packets and let larger nodes run the larger information packets, which is the problem they're having, is aligning all of the information packets accurately timed, where your flow through is even. Yeah, it's not an easy problem to solve.
And Theta is being delisted on a number of exchanges. And wallets. Exodus is no longer going to be holding Theta. I think in May sometimes they're going to say adios. So folks, you're going to have to go to thetatoken.org and get the wallet from there. So
yeah, it's bad when Exodus fucking delists you, because they'll list everybody.
Yeah.
It's we got a great why do they delist? Well, they delist whenever there's a couple of reasons why they could actually delist. Is it's one of the major ones is if the blockchain has what is called block confusion, which is where the algorithm isn't quite right, and there have actually been errors in recording transactions in the blockchain, and that's one reason. Another is running a Theta, because remember, it is its own blockchain. It's the equivalent of Ethereum or like Bitcoin or Litecoin. It is its own blockchain. And to handle those transactions are a heavier load on the system. And if it isn't used as much, then they're like, look, this is a drain. And probably what happened, because I know the Exodus team, they probably got a hold of the team at Theta and said, hey, here's some of the issues we see with you guys. Can you give us a roadmap on resolving these? And they probably didn't get a good answer. And they were like, yeah, we're out. So that's an issue. Yeah. Well, plus, and here, Exodus getting rid of Monero also. Yes. Now that is remember, Exodus was going to go public. And then the SEC rug pulled them after they had flown their families up to New York to ring the bell at the New York Exchange. The SEC, the morning that they were going to ring the bell, they revoked it and said, nope, you can't go public. Fucked everybody. And
one of Gary Gensler's finest hours.
Yes, it is. And this is, I think, the deal. Right? This is the deal that I think they're working out with the SEC, which, if this is the case, I'm very disappointed in the SEC's new management. And I highly recommend that the CEO of Exodus get a hold of the new head of the SEC, make sure that this isn't actually going on behind the scenes. And the new SEC head isn't aware of what they're pressuring Exodus to do? He goes, for the reason that Mr. Asshole fucking Gary Gensler rejected their or revoked, he didn't reject, it was issued and then they revoked it, is because Exodus does not KYC. So they don't know who their clients are. That's why if you ever receive an email from Exodus, that ain't Exodus. Right? If they ever call you and go, hi, this is Bob from Exodus. Yeah, bullshit. Right?
Hello, my name is Lance. I'm calling you from Exodus.
Yes, we thank you for using our services.
Can I buy you a Slurpee?
So that's what's actually going on behind the scenes with Exodus. All right, 94,500. I put out a show almost a week ago, I think, where I said, hey guys, 100,000's coming within, I think I said like a month or something, because that's what my on-chain analysis guys are saying. It's like we've cleared out all of the leveraging, and now we are flat supply, just supply. And that's when they're like, look, this is going to go up, and this is going to go up relatively quickly. And they don't see another pullback until we hit about 125, 135-ish. Then he's like, then we'll retrace for maybe a month, like a month and a half. We'll leave all of the leverage, then we'll go right back up. And he's like, and by that time, he's like, our next jump is going to push us well over 200,000. So my guy in Chainalysis is saying by the end of the year, we are well over 250 to 350,000 rate, and it's all corporate adoption. Very little retail at all. So we shall be.
We will.
Patrick, do you want to put $1 on this again?
Listen, if we put $1 on all, if we had put $1 on all the other stuff, I'd be retired by now.
Well, all right. I'm going to say by the end of the year, we're at over 250,000. And I got $1 for it. You got $1?
Right. I got $1.
There we go. A $1 bet. And we have witnesses. Okay. Hey, and if I win and you renege on my $1,
I will not renege on $1. Believe me.
I'm sending fucking Guido over, and he's getting my $1, and I'll give him 50 cents of it.
Well, send Guido over anyway. I haven't had a punching bag in a while.
That reminds me, when I was younger, I had a lot of Italian friends over on the hill, and I used to give them shit. It's like, God, I love beating you guys up. You guys are so much fun.
You squeal when I hit you.
Yeah.
It's like a little girl.
We had a running joke. Do you remember that show, My Cousin Vinny?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Well, I actually joke with my friends. It's like, look, once you guys are losing a fight, you all sound like Vinny. Wait. Your Honor.
Oh.
The Utes. I love my Italian friends.
Oh, yeah.
Don't get me wrong.
Absolutely.
You guys are the most colorful motherfuckers, man. All right. Here's a little information out there. BlackRock has officially partnered with another custodian. Oh, the hell you say?
Yeah.
We all remember a while back when I did a video explaining how I had a friend over at Coinbase who's basically like, yeah, we ain't got shit. Right? We don't really hold what BlackRock thinks we hold. And like a week later, BlackRock sent out a letter to Coinbase and was like, hey, we just want to verify our assets. How would we do that? Can you create us something proving? And Brian Armstrong came out publicly and was like, we don't do validations on our accounts. Really, Brian? Because I, for a fact, know that's bullshit.
Yeah.
Because I know several companies who hold reserves, and anytime they want to, they have the wallet address, and they can check their wallet.
Now, there's a distinction, though, between a wallet and a corporate account.
Yeah, but a corporate account has asset wallets.
Okay.
Yeah. Especially BlackRock should be able to call and go, look, we want an accounting of our assets. Because what had happened is BlackRock had received their quarterly accounting, but it was all in like a spreadsheet. There were no trackable links. There wasn't a list of addresses. It was basically just like, hey, you got this many, we pinky swear.
Well, I'm thinking back to the lawsuit that took place in New York, and the judges sided with Coinbase in that you don't have any particular coins with them. You have value in storage equivalent to the investments that you made at a given point in time, and correspondingly the increase or decrease of value in those assets over time. So we're holding 5 Bitcoin for you in your account. We're holding the equivalent of 5 Bitcoin that you had purchased back on these dates. So they don't have a reserve of those 5 Bitcoin for you. They have a reserve of the value of that you posted with them in those 5 Bitcoin. That was on the consumer side. I have no idea, based on this conversation, that it went in a different direction with commercial, which would make sense, but there has to be a distinction between a wallet and an account, I would think.
Yes. Okay. What you just explained, and we've all had this happen, where we've gone to Coinbase and we're like, okay, we want to put these into our private wallet. And then Coinbase sends you a message, hey, not a problem. We're going to send you your coins as soon as 7 days is up.
Right. Right, because they're playing a float game. They're playing a float game, and they're scrambling to find it because everybody else is asking for the same damn coin.
The word is, and I have no proof of this, but people in the know who would know. What happens is when there's a run up and Coinbase is getting a little close to being pinched, that they will short the Bitcoin and they will sell into the market to drop the price under the price Brian wouldn't do that.
You're suggesting manipulation of the market? I can't believe that would happen.
Oh, I know. I mean,
especially if it's being forced by somebody like BlackRock. No. Banish the thought. Banish the thought.
As I've always said, Brian Armstrong takes off his halo right before he showers. It's absolute bullshit. But Chainalysis knows which wallets are linked with Coinbase, even the ones that are not publicly acknowledged by Coinbase. Because, oh yes, you may or may not know this, Coinbase has off-the-books wallets. Oh! The hell you say, man?
Yeah. Well, FTX did too.
Yep. Folks, it's all the same fucking game. It's just different players.
Yeah.
That's why we tell everyone, get it in your own damn wallet. Because I'm telling you, folks, the only exchange that I truly believe has the coins that they claim to have is Kraken. Because I know Jesse, and he ain't no fucking, let's put it this way, he would rather Kraken burn to the ground than him ever fucking give up liberty. He's an old school anti-government. He's
his own bitch.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he's hardcore. I just wish he would change that hair. All right. Because fucking, you look like the lead singer of fucking Nirvana. Yeah. Which, hey, keep the hair if you like it, brother. 1992 liked it too. So why can't you like it? But all right, what we are doing our CALIX solutions call here in about an hour and some change. Can you give people a little taste of what we'll be talking about on the CALIX show?
Sure. There's some stuff about malware being used on USB flash drives. Farmers going to stable coins, which I find fascinating. XRP's Ledger Foundation has spotted some crypto stealing through a back door via JavaScript packages.
Java.
Yeah. The latest crypto phishing scams that have hit Google. And then some South Korea, some of the Lazarus boys are at it again, phishing folks with fake job offers. What else do we have? I have a Zoom attack, story of a Zoom attack on a Manta executive. He smelled a rat, This is a pretty interesting story. He smelled a rat and cut out quickly. Got off before they could get into his laptop. So that was kind of funny. And then some more talk about follow up on the Bybit fund hack that took place. So yeah, there's some good stuff. There's some good stuff.
Always is, brother. Always is. All right, everyone. If you do not have a CALIX laptop, a crypto laptop, or a Liberty laptop, give us a call, 702-845-8276. Give us a call or send us a text, preferably a text, or email us at info@calixsolutions.io. All right, Patrick, I'll see you in the
And we do have $100 off going on, and
that's right.
And we are also including a Faraday bag with any purchase. So you get that as well.
Yes, and guys, easy for me to say, the Faraday bag is worth the price of admission by itself, because then if there's a nuclear from the Rocket Man or China, at least the cockroaches and your laptop will be okay.
Haven't heard anything from the Rocket Man lately, have we?
No. I think he's just enjoying the show like the rest of.
Oh, I think he is.
You notice that Trump didn't put any tariffs on North Korea.
No, I did see that.
Do shit.
I did see that. Yeah. Hey, great post from Jim Flanagan on here. People, take note of this. This is the truth.
Yes. Your greatest threat, in my opinion, is social media platforms like Telegram, Discord, even X, TMs. Don't answer TMs ever, unless it's me. LOL. Even if it looks like it's Jim Flanagan, it's probably not, because he's always working. So love you, Jim. Thanks for the post, brother. You're absolutely right.
Yep. See you in an hour.
Cheryl Draper, I need a crypto laptop. Hey, brother, right now's the time. $100 off and a free nuclear bag.
CALIXsolutions.io.
Yep. Love you guys. Bye-bye.
Adios. Thanks for watching.
Tired of jumping through hoops to buy Bitcoin? Frustrated with endless paperwork and invasive identity checks? Introducing Bitcoin Ben Crypto Club's loan program. No KYC required. Say goodbye to the hassle and hello to freedom. Borrow up to $250,000 at as little as 7% interest. Join our community and take control of your financial future. Bitcoin Ben Crypto Club, where privacy meets opportunity. Connect with like-minded individuals and grow together. Visit us today and unlock your $250,000 Bitcoin loan. Your journey to financial freedom starts here.